Good morning, good morning. Welcome. It is Sunday morning, and as you can see, I am not at home. I am traveling, and I am set up in this beautiful home here in the Orlando area. So I am enjoying my 10 to 15 days away that I've been gone, and it's been great. So thank you so much for being so patient yesterday with last week with actually having the video. So I really appreciate that. Good morning, Leslie. Okay, I got you down. Perfect. That is so great. And Ruth, thank you so much for being here. I did not know, hey Wendy, I did not know if I had my settings correctly. So I'm know that you are watching that for me. So I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, it is Sunday and it is a beautiful day, as I said. Hey, Sandra. And what is so great, excuse me, I just set my, because I'm operating in a small space. Oh, good. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Candy. Okay, I just saw you as well, Candy Parker. Okay. Perfect. I got your name down, Sandra. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Catherine. It is now October horoscopes, but first let me just review where we are right now. And I cannot put my notes down because I seem to be putting these strange symbols on my horoscopes that I have in front of me with my laptop. So though we are doing horoscopes today, so if you want to hear yours first, let me know and I'll start my list and we can get that going as well. So today the sun is in Libra. The sun went into Libra the 22nd, this past Tuesday. So we're in this, and Libra rules the 7th house of the zodiac, and that's about relationships and people and who is important to us. Hey, Wendy, thank you so much. Okay, I got Sagittarius down first, so that's perfect. Okay, Lori, nice. And okay, Virgo, alrighty, and good. Hey, Lori. And Taurus is, I have Taurus down also, so really good. Okay, and we can go and Libra. All right. And just keep them coming, and I will write them down. The sun, again, is in Libra right now. It went into Libra on Tuesday, September 22nd, which was actually Tim's birthday, my son's birthday. Mercury is in Scorpio right now, and it moved into Scorpio yesterday. This is going to stay in this sign until going retrograde on October 27th. Excuse me, that's not correct. That's October 13th through November 3rd. It is going to be retrograde. So it will start in Scorpio, retrograde back into Libra, and then move forward. The day that it goes direct is also the day that is our election day. So that will make it very interesting. This Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, especially as it starts on the 13th in just a couple of weeks. Okay, I've got you, Pisces, Candy, got it. This is really going to be interesting because Mercury in Scorpio is the most intense sign of the zodiac. It's going to allow us to dig deeper. It's going to allow us to see exactly what's happening. We're going to be able to investigate. We're going to be able to check it all out. Now, we're feeling independent with the moon in Aquarius right now. So we're feeling full of ourselves and wanting to have that freedom, not wanting to always be attached to what everybody else is telling us in how we should think, and including media and all the things that are happening right now and all the ads that are going on. So there are so many different segments of society telling us how we should think. We're feeling independent because we have free will. We always have free will. And with the moon in Aquarius, we are now understanding this is what's important for us to know. How this makes us feel is what the most important part is. Are we feeling in charge of our life? Do we have that free will? And that's what we really want right now. Because if we have to have leaders, we want leaders that will foster that wonderful feeling that we are part of a community, because we have the sun in Libra right now, and that we want to be creative about our process and our solutions. And that's happening with Venus and Leo. Venus is in Leo right now. Leo rules the 5th house of the zodiac, which is the fun house. Venus is about caring and support and love, and it's also about abundance. We are now looking at, especially in Leo, creative ways to have this process to go. We have the Scorpio Mercury, which is allowing us to think deeper and really go down to the source of who we are, and making our solutions and judgments, and listening and investigating with, and especially when there's a lot of false news out there. So let's get to the real source of the truth. And that's what this is about. The moon in Aquarius is giving us that freedom, and also that connection to technology, to use that creative process to find out. And Venus in Leo is giving us the creativity. So here we have it, the creative energy right now to think deep and problem solve. And find out what is the truth. Find out what is the very best answer for you. Not what somebody else tells you, but exactly how this works for you. And that's what's really important. So we have all of this happening right now, and it is amazing. And then in October, we have 2 full moons. We have one at the beginning of the month, and the other full moon is actually on Halloween night. So it is going to be a big month. It's going to be a lot going on, and we've got that under control. We really, really do, because this energy today gives us that first step forward in having this happen. So that's what's important. So let's move on to, and by the way, the special next month, this month's reading special was releasing negative thoughts and feelings. And the next one is going to be, for the special, is, can I trust my decision making? Can I trust how I see life and how I make my decisions? Because lots of times we think we know what we want to do, but do we trust ourselves? And that's what's really important. Yes, you can trust yourself, and there is a way to do that. There is a way to make that happen, to tap that in. The energy right now is allowing us to do that. So let's move right now to the horoscopes. The very best part of today, right? So we started out with, okay, let me get down here, and we have Sagittarius first. Let's get to that one. So you are sought after, Sagittarius, for your advice this month and your ability to keep it together. So you are organized. You have that calming energy, that ability to make things happen for other people, to make them feel good. And now you're going to be sought after for that kind of advice. You're also more astute with money this month. And at the moment, you may feel like you're putting in a lot of hours, you're working really hard to get things done, but it's okay. It may be that you're feeling that things that you have to purchase, you're paying too much for. The thought that money is not your friend this month, but it really is. Again, all of it is a thought process, so that's what's really important. If you are in a position where you are earning money as an employee, always ask for what you're worth. Whether you're a business owner, whether you are performing a service for other people as an independent entrepreneur, or if you work for someone, make sure that you are receiving your worth and your value. You also will, in being sought after, Sag, for your advice, you may have to be the adult in everything. There may be some raw nerves. There may be some people coming out saying some things that you don't necessarily agree with, and that's okay, but you have to be the adult. You have to be the one that's going to do this. And it may even be a child that's getting your attention, or it could very well be an adult that's acting like a child. Hey, Rose, so good. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. The most important part is keeping those people that you're in charge of, that you're the adult for, keeping them safe. Because this is really, really what's important. They're seeking. So my Sagittarius friend, former teacher, you're actually employing some of those skills and some of those thought processes and some of that skill set of being a teacher that you're going to apply within this month. So it's really good. Also, there's a bit of flirtation in the air for Sag, so it could be a fun month. Who knows who turns up? I like those. Okay, Virgo. Let's see what we got here for Virgo. Wendy, who had her reading on her birthday when we did the online tarot gallery reading. That was so much fun for your birthday. So your best belated birthday gift is yet to come, Virgo. Venus moves into, oh, good, Ruth. All right, I'm happy to hear that. Yay. Venus moves into your sign on the 3rd, and it's gifting you with some extra charm. Some extra charm. So thank you for the comments, because as I saw with you, Rose, yes, sometimes when you're taking care of somebody elderly, their behavior can be reflective of be more juvenile in some cases. So be patient. So giving you that extra charm. So most work for pay, yet Virgo's motivation is the need to be useful. So in other words, a lot of people work so that they can have money to do stuff with. But for Virgo, you need to be useful. You need to know what value you're giving with whatever service, whatever action, whatever that is. So this time the pay will follow whatever you're doing. If you're operating from your heart, if you're operating with the love and the care that you are as a person giving, the pay is going to be there. Your value will show up. And again, this seems to be a theme because this is the second time that we've seen this. So you may have had a trying time recently with disruption in family or people that feel like family now, but you're making a difference with these people. You're showing up for them. You're giving them that care and love that they need right now. So just hang in there, enjoy that. It will be fine, but you are an uplifter. And in doing that, that's the only thing that gives value to you, is uplifting others, and you're doing it. And again, the pay is going to follow. So if it's initiating a new plan, if it's taking a new route, whatever that is, because you've decided now that you need to follow your own intuition on how you're supposed to behave with this person or with a new project for your business, follow it. Because the pay will be there. Also, there's Venus in your sign, because Venus will be leaving Leo and moving into your sign next month. And enjoy with Venus and Virgo. So that should be really fun. Okay, next we have Taurus. So let me get back up here to Taurus. All right. Again, voice of reason, common sense. We have that theme happening for us this month, and that's because of what's happening with Mercury and what it's doing. So just know that it's all good and it is fine. Again, voice of reason, you are the adult. You can smooth over any situation. You know how to do this. You've got plenty of work going on right now. It's plentiful. It's out there. It's happening, and there may be even some new sources of income, or there may be some new opportunities that are presented to you that you were not really expecting. And again, reason it all out. Make sure that it works for you. Make sure that it happens in a way that you feel satisfied and keeps you in that place of authenticity. That's the most important part. Yes, there are many times that we have to do things that we're really not happy about, but do them with a sense of purpose. This is all part of how we pursue life. In order to get from here to here, there may be some bumps in the road, but our perspective and thoughts on those bumps in the road are what eases that journey. Good pay or rewards, whatever that outcome is going to be for you, Taurus, it is a good. a good thing. It may not come right away. The good pay may not come right away. But again, you have to find out what really works best for you, what feels the best for you, and be creative. So you don't need a lot of family or friends now, because you've come into your own, and you have this own sight of where you want to be. And it doesn't mean that you don't love them or care about them. That's definitely not the case. You do, but they aren't acting on you in the same way that they used to. Now, it's not them, it's you. You've changed. You've come into who you are and your own purpose and understanding that. So yes, you still love them, but it doesn't have the same influence on you as it did before. You now know your strength and power, and that's what you're coming into. So it's a Taurus Halloween moon, and that'll be really interesting. So best maybe stay home, which most people will be doing anyway. Maybe just leaving a basket or something outside with pre-wrapped goodies for the kids, but not really having them come to your house. So you've also been enjoying seeing people at this time, and maybe you're thinking that I'm going to expand my bubble a little bit more. Still be cautious. Be cautious. Be careful. Don't really move past that bubble that you've created for yourself right now. So keep it safe, keep it whole and healthy, and hold on to whatever you're doing now. Just keep doing it, because that's what's the best thing for you. But just know that you are strength and power more than you have ever experienced before, and it feels good. And know that that is perfect. That's exactly how life should be. It should be something that feels good. Okay, Libra. So it is your birthday month, as Lori said. Yep, it is definitely your birthday month, and you have a clear career path now. So you have an idea and know what works for you and what is important for you. Again, this is all about how it feels. Does it feel like this is your purpose? Does it feel like this is what you should be doing? If your employment right now is uncertain, or clients have been waffling in and out, it's time for a change, and that's going to happen too. And again, with Mercury retrograde, it's allowing you, Libra, because Mercury will start its retrograde in Scorpio, but go back into Libra. So it's giving you that opportunity to revisit some things that have been annoying you right now, or that don't seem clear. So it's going to give you that chance to do that. You will look for the best direction, and it will come to you. So if there's been any family drama, or if it's you've been worried about one or two people within your family, or there's been some sort of concern, the worst will be over this month. In other words, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel and be able to resolve any issues, whether they be health or financial, or people just having a hard time right now. We're seeing more of the mental health issues arising because people don't have that connectedness that they had in the past. So whatever it happens to be, it's going to see the worst of it over. So you will see it smoothing out and ending, because the future looks very loving and positive for you, Libra, especially with the Venus and Moon aspects. So know that whatever bumps in the road have been happening along the way, those are smoothing out. And that's what's really feels good, doesn't it? It feels good that, okay, I can breathe now, because I see this as being over, whether it's been a project, whether it's business related, whatever it happens to be, there is light at the end of the tunnel now, and that is wonderful. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. You're welcome. Okay, I'm glad that you're busy. That's important. It's important to be busy, especially now. Okay, then we have Pisces, and then I didn't see any others asked for, so I'll just start from the top after that. So for Pisces, and again, if you know your rising sign, listen to the sun sign and the rising sign for both, because they'll blend together. So it would be nice, Pisces, if other people took your opinion into account this month. Teamwork is important. It's still the way to go, and you need to be listened to. It's important. You have value. You have input, and it has value. So you're not going to, as a person that right now needs that teamwork, needs that attachment, you're not going to thrive in isolation. That's not going to work for you this month. So, because you're gaining inspiration. Okay, Ruth, I got that, Cancer. You're gaining inspiration and energy from working with others. It's like a shot in the arm that just says, okay, I can do this. Yes, and and that synergy that happens when you work with a team or in a group, that it's just dynamic and comes and allows for that open-ended answers and solutions. So even if it's with family, make plans with family and friends if you can. If you feel that they're within your bubble, however that can work, with social distancing or introducing other people that you may not know where they've been and how active they've been outside of your bubble. Whatever that happens to be, whatever feels comfortable for you, do something together, even if it's cooking a meal together or having a Zoom cocktail party, whatever that happens to be, interact. It's about teamwork. It's about working together on whatever level you can do that, whatever level you feel comfortable doing, do it. This is important. It's also important to watch your pets this month, Pisces, because home is really sacred and your pets are part of your family. Also, be honest with any other partnerships that you're working with. Know that this is really important, to be open, to be loving, to be caring. Those are the things that work. That creates that beautiful synergy that lets solutions come, that allows for projects to see a solution and come to a really workable, wonderful solution. So it's about teamwork. It's about family. It's about your family pets, your fur babies. It's all of that coming together in a beautiful, loving space. So just know that really is fantastic for you. Okay, let's get to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Either you've got into the swing of working on your own, or else you're enjoying it so much you're willing to make it permanent. So you're self-motivated. You know how to get this done. Now, Cancer rules the 4th house of the zodiac, so it's all about family and caring and loving and all that support. But it's also the fact that you have to honor who you are. You have to honor the fact that you have to take care of yourself too. So those things are not mutually exclusive. They work together. In honoring yourself and who you are, you can honor all the rest of the people that are in your life and take good care of them. Mars creates autonomy, and it's in Aries. It is going to be there until January 7th. And for you as Cancer, family comes first. And that's not necessarily just blood family. It's all those people that you love as family. It's the friends, it's the relatives, it's all of that you enjoy. Enjoy the happy moments. Enjoy your time together. Celebrate. Make the most of all of it. Do not let anyone else dictate this special time and how you should be spending it. Do not let others dictate your time. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. That feels really strong all of a sudden. So for Cancer, just know you have to maintain your independence. Relationships have been challenging right now. There can, in any partnerships that you may have, because the sun has moved into Libra, can feel challenging right now. But it's time to learn how to handle each other. It's time to see what that balance is for you with these other people that are in your life that you have a partnership with, whether it's romantic or it's business or it's friendships, whatever those partnerships are. It's time to find your place within them, because you are Cancer, so you have to feel at home, and you have to feel that they're part of your family as well. So whoever this is within this partnership, allow that to happen. It should not be a responsibility. It should be that all of your actions come from love. That's what's really counting. So yes, please follow that one. That is super good. Okay, Aries. Aries, now trust me, with Mars in Aries until January 7th, there's a lot going on. It can be volatile. So several issues can be coming to a head all at once. But don't worry. Make sure that you stand up for what is yours, that you support what is yours, and work and the lack of it can still seems to be a source of frustration, and that's because of all those planets in Capricorn. So just hang in there. It is going to work itself out. It is going to get better, and better than you even expected it to be. So you need to go it alone or be your own boss. It's really important for you. You've got Mars, you've got that fire sign, you are a fire sign, Aries. You've got Mars there giving you all that action, and you do need to have your own rules, and you do need to create that yourself. So what steps can you take to create this reality? Again, time spent with loved ones is important. That's part of your process. That's what gives you your strength and power to do what you have to do. Enjoy time with them. The sun is also in your partnership sector right now when it's in Libra. So that's what's important. So as an Aries, you need autonomy. Make space for yourself. Make it happen. Because in giving yourself that autonomy, you're giving a gift to those people that you love. So just remember that. You're not fighting against them. You're giving them a gift because you're happy in your autonomy, because you can love greater, you can live greater, you can do everything in greatness with that happening now. Okay, let's do Gemini. You'll need to make the most of this month, even if it feels dull or dreary. Now, Gemini, you're an air sign. And here we have the moon in Aquarius today, and Mercury has now moved into Libra, another air sign. So do you have a creative bent or hidden talent, something that you really love doing? Now is the time to act on it. This is the time to get it going. Mercury retrograde has you going back over a tedious task. Okay, why is that, Gemini? It's because there's something that you missed. Is that bad? No, it's not. It's Libra's an air sign, so is Gemini. So it is really important that when Mercury retrogrades back into Libra, that's what's happening. Right now it's moving into Scorpio. Middle of the month, it'll go retrograde. Again, retrograde back through Scorpio into Libra before it moves forward on November 3rd. So you may be wanting to add to the family. Does not necessarily mean you're having another child. It could be a pet. Who knows? Whatever those moments are, it's all fine. You're feeling that wanting, that need to create those relationships and that family. So the sun in Libra puts that in your 5th house, in your fun house. So you want to get out there and do stuff. You want to be creative. You want to socialize. You want to just be flirtatious. You want to just get out there and have it all and catch their eye. Do it. Get out there and be who you are. Be that wonderful, vibrant, ecstatic, energetic person that you are. And Gemini, nobody's going to stop you from talking. You are going to get this done no matter what. So it's perfect. Leo, you prefer things to remain the same this month, especially in your career. And that means you don't want the conflicts. You don't want to feel the chaos. It's important that it works out smoothly. If you're out of work, teach, write, sell. Whatever that happens to be, find an outlet, Leo. You need an outlet. You are creative. You are enjoying relationships. You are loving and nurturing. You need to be out there doing something. And these are the areas that are lucky for you right now. So that's really good. So time is best used right now to nurture a child or a youngster in the family, to nurture a business, to nurture someone that you love, in terms of nurturing, to create and build. And that's what's really working for you now. So especially if you're working with a young person, it hasn't been easy for them either. Homeschooling, the virtual schooling that's going on right now, if they aren't actually going to a school, whatever that happens to be, they just need to know that they're loved and they're important and they're successful and they can get things done. Because this is so opposite of what we're used to, it's important for them to know that. So some of your work, business, whatever, may have sucked some of that time away and some of that and your energy away. But no, it's time to refocus. It's time for you to spend time with family, to give them that creativity, that loving, that nurturing. This is who you are, Leo. You are a nurturer. You are someone that has a big heart and loves. So in whatever direction this month, it's really important that you send that out. This month, for sure, work is going to, especially with Uranus in Taurus, that's going to really be affecting you. So there could be some changes, and I don't mean bad things. I mean there could be some expansion. There could be some new opportunities that you haven't seen before, and all of these are right up your alley because you'll know what to do with it. So that's what's really good. Okay. I've did Virgo and Libra, and I have not done Scorpio yet. So Rita, you're here just in time. Okay, for Scorpio, stress can take a toll on your health. Plus Mercury is retrograde in your sign. So be careful and be kind to yourself. Notice that that's where the emphasis is. Be kind to yourself. Mars in your 6th house is great for getting things done, but it can also be a distraction. So you'll have so many things out there in front of you. You'll want to get them all done at the same time. That's, of course, not happening. So how is that going to happen? How is that going to be done? Create boundaries to not take on too much. Now listen carefully. I said that slowly. Create boundaries to not take on too much. Does that mean that you don't address it? Does that mean that you don't listen to it or feel it? Absolutely. Write it down. Put all of those opportunities down, and from there you can decide which one you want to start on first. What excites you? What feels the most important to you right now? That's where you go first. Focusing on family and family togetherness is another positive area for you because it puts you in a positive frame of mind. You love your relationships. You love your family. That's really, really, really what's important. And now with Mercury and Scorpio, it's allowing you to dig deep, to be supportive of them, to figure out how can you be there for them to do the best that you can. Relationships are happier now, so plan a retreat. Plan a getaway with family or friends, whatever that means for you, just to revive, to renew, to feel better. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Whatever that happens to be, make sure you're doing it to feel better. That's what's really, really good. It feels good. Okay, we've done Sagittarius, so let's move to Capricorn. Your sign has been in the eye of the storm for a while with Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto there. And then, of course, when we had the sun there, and then when the moon spends time there, so it's been really something. So the sun is in Libra right now, so it's urging you towards sweetness and light, not towards the chaos or the heaviness that you've been working on. This can be a time of career accomplishments, Capricorn. With those planets in your sign, this is a time of career accomplishments, but you'll work for it. It's not going to come easy, but it's going to be worth it. Raise the bar. Do not settle. Raise the bar, Capricorn, on what you want. Make it higher. Create it better. Pay attention to how the children are reacting to everything as well. You are an example for others. How is that happening? How are you doing it? What is going on right now to make it special? Because you're balancing that career. But again, you're an example for those people that are in your awareness, in your bubble, if you will. Those people are watching you. What is the example that you're setting for them in your time of balance? Compromise and safety are important. Relationships are important. And even if you're not on the same page right now, have patience, find that balance, search for the commonalities, not the diversity. Search for the commonality, not the diversity. And that's how you're moving forward, Capricorn, because that's really, really important. And Aquarius, the sun in Libra makes things so much easier for you right now. It is amazing. So crosswords are happening in your career sector, even if you're not directly in the line of fire. So it can be happening away from you between other people, but you're aware of it. But it's still unsettling, and it's something that you like to have peace with, but it's not yours. So move out of the way. Just step aside. If it's not yours, don't get involved. They've got to learn how to settle this and find their direct avenue to have it settled. So Aquarius, if that's happening around you within your work or career or business, if it's not about you, if it has not you, step out of the way. You may be the example at that point to draw everyone together and find peace, because words can hurt. They really can. Words can hurt, and you want others to be careful of their words, and that means you're setting the example for that, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's with family, whatever that happens to be. Think before you speak. There will be that urge, with Mars being so active, to maybe speak before you think. Don't. Make sure there's a filter there. Make sure that you take a breath, because again, you are the example. Children are sensitive. The speech that you use with them, to them, or also with others that they're observing, all of this is important, because the children can take things personally. They can look at things and think it's all about they've created these issues when they really, really haven't. Spend time with them. Be the example. Be the nurturer. Your relationship is calm. That is your word for the month, being calm. And making plans, if you're in a relationship with someone else, is really, really important as well. So that's really, really good. So I think I've been through everything. Did I miss anyone? Please let me know if I missed somebody. I thought I did all of the signs. Let's see. I think I did. Now, this is an amazing month, and I'm urging all of you, with now, like here in the state of Florida, businesses now are fully open. Everybody's out there doing whatever. And it's okay if that's how it wants to be perceived, but please follow your own intuition. If your guidance is saying, no, I know that we have that ability to get out there and do stuff, but I think I'm still going to be a little careful, or whatever. It's so important for you to follow your own intuition with this and your own guidance. That was really why I was called, and I did this with one of my other clients, and it turned out to be a powerful reading. And that's why the special for October, and it's still on my website as a special now, even though it's the end of September. That's why this special is about, can I trust my decision making? Can I trust myself and what I want to do? So if that's something that you would really like more information on and really like more insight on, even though it's not October 1, please reach out and go for it, because it's there. And it is that wonderful feeling when you know your guidance is right on, because you're listening, you're not judging it. When I first started doing this work, I did not trust myself. I would get the feeling, I get my intuitive guidance, and then I would start doubting it. I'd start questioning it. Oh, but that can't be true because of whatever. no, that really doesn't sound right. And my judging it, my questioning it, my doubting it, then led to poor decision making. This reading is about tapping in to your own intuition, so that, and trusting it, trusting that even though it sounds a little strange and maybe a little off, it really is the truth. It really is the way you should go. That's what really counts. So that is the special for this month. I'm reaching for the cards for Leslie, Wendy, and Candy. So this is really, the readings that I have for the specials for each month are really ones that I have been guided to put together. And this one about trusting yourself was really one that I devised. It wasn't one that I found interesting, or as I was doing research, sometimes I'll come across some of the readings. This was one I devised because it was really a question that I had from a client. And it was also a question I felt if she was asking that, especially in, as we call these, the uncertain times, if she was asking that, then other people must also have the same questions as well. Okay. So that's also up there, along with the online tarot gallery reading. We still have that up, and a new section has opened up on Tuesday evenings. Thursday evenings are full. We've got a great group going there, and each group has its own personality, its own energy, its own synergy. So it's amazing how it's a group reading plus your own individual card. So let's start here. Leslie. Okay, Leslie. Alrighty. The card that is here, you'll have to pardon me, I don't have a table in front of me, so I'm using my lap, is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is usually called heartbreak, and that's how it's done. You've had a disappointment this week, Leslie. Something hasn't really gone the way that you had expected it to, or you got news about family that was unsettling. So whatever that happens to be, you've had some unsettling news this week. Three of Swords, again, swords is the air sign, so it's all about thoughts. When we do this one, the Three of Swords, that means it's in our mind. Yes, that event is out there. Whatever has happened is out there. But how we perceive it, how we think about it, how we react to it is totally us. It's totally up to us. So it feels heavy. It feels like something that was something you weren't expecting. That's the word that I need to find. Something that you weren't expecting, but just know it's temporary. It's temporary, because this too shall pass. For those of us that have done the meditation challenge, this too shall pass means that good times and bad times, they're not permanent. We don't want life to always be the same, good or bad. This way it does change. So just know it is going to be all right, Leslie. And I don't know what the news was that you got, but it will be okay, whatever that happens to be. Okay, Wendy. Here we go. All right, just give me a moment here because I've got all this in my lap. All right, this actually is one of my favorite cards, and it is because it helps me grow. All right, this is it. It is the Eight of Cups. Sorry. It is the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is about, I've finished this project. This is what I have had to do. It's all done now, and I have to step out and move into the next chapter, the next phase, the next project, whatever it happens to be. And it's scary. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can do this. Know that it's all going to be okay, Wendy. Whatever you're being asked to do new, whatever is out there that is part of, whether it's not, you're asking yourself to do it and it's not expected, it's all okay. It's all okay. It may not feel that way, But you are so strong and powerful and amazing that yes, it will all be fine. It won't be this dark look. After you step out into this space here that looks like darkness and cold and isolation, the sun comes out and it all becomes well. With each step that you take towards this new project, it gets brighter and lighter and more positive. So that's what's really amazing, and you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. And I don't know why that just really just dropped in, because that wasn't what I was planning on saying. So you will love it. That's all I can say. You will love it. Okay, let me get now Candy. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm not sure if you've had this before, Candy, but you've had something similar, I think. Again, just be patient with me. I don't have a desk. I have a chair, so let me get everything back in spaces here. Okay. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Okay, Wendy, good. And reach out later, because I'd love to hear what this is that you're working on. Two of Cups, pure, wonderful love. And I think, Candy, you've had one of these before, this card before, that everything that you do comes from your heart, and that it is about operating from your heart. It is about every action has to be heartfelt and out of love. And that's what this card is about. Whether it's love life or work life or family or friends, whatever it happens to be, it has to come fully from your heart. You must feel that passion in that in order for you to do it and do it well. So that's really a wonderful, wonderful card. I really love this. Starting next month, all readings will be done with my Halloween deck that I absolutely love. It's like I wait all year. Okay, it's Halloween. I can now do that. And I meant to pack it to use today for the beginning, since we were doing October horoscopes, but totally forgot it. Okay, Candy, you love your life. Now, isn't that a wonderful way that we all can start our day? That I love my life. Love that. And I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for participating. I love having you here. I love doing this, as you know. So again, can you trust your decisions and trust yourself? That's the reading this month. It's on special, a half an hour reading. Instead of 97, it's 49. And it is really a powerful one. As I said, I used it with a client. She asked for this, and I figured if she was asking for this, she can't be the only one, and that's why I created this one. So it is a half an hour reading on special. And again, the online tarot gallery reading Tuesdays, third Tuesday evening of the month, or Tuesday at noon. I'm starting both. Either one, you have that choice, Tuesday at noontime or Tuesday in the evening. I'd love for you to join us. You have a group reading once a month and your own individual card for $9.97. That is a true bargain and a great way to start learning how to do this. And again, any questions that you may have, anything that you need, please reach out. I am always here for you. And I mean that sincerely from the heart. So thank you again for joining me. I'm so glad that you are here. I am so thankful for all of you. Have a beautiful, wonderful Sunday. This evening begins Yom Kippur. So those of you that are celebrating and honoring that the Yom Kippur, please, from my heart, wishing you that as well. I love you. Thank you. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye now. Have a great Sunday.